In this video, we're going to discuss how to make a character look more feminine or masculine, and these are just general guidelines. You can swap and interchange them, of course. If you have a character that's non-binary, you can choose. If you have a character that's a female but has masculine features, you can interchange. But again, these are really loose guidelines, and we're just going to talk about a few of the main characteristics that we want to kind of note when we're drawing characters that are kind of feminine or male. So first of all, we want to consider that in feminine characters, people usually they're communicated as more feminine if we use softer and kind of curvier lines, avoiding harsh angles. Kind of think of these as like graceful lines or elegant lines. While masculine lines, when we want to communicate that a character is more masculine, we want to use kind of more rigid lines with harsher angles, so there's that kind of more structure that's to them, and they're not as flowing as the more feminine lines. The next thing, the next main difference that we want to note is that in a female character, oops, I'm going to hop on there. In a female character, they are going to have more narrow shoulders than the, a more feminine character than the male character. And their pelvis, so this is going to be narrower than the male, and then the pelvis is going to be wider, and then the hips. And it's going to be opposite in a more masculine character. The shoulders are going to be more broad, and then the pelvis is going to be more narrow. And this will really help to quickly read, your character will read as more masculine or more feminine if you're using just kind of these kind of small features. In the face, oops, there we go. In the face itself, there are innate differences in a more female character or a more feminine character, more male character. These are the exact same heads, and you'll notice as I add in different qualities, they kind of do read as kind of predominantly female and predominantly male. So one of the main things is the neck. In a female character, they tend to have a thinner neck, and in a male character, they have a wider or a thicker neck. So this kind of quickly reads as more male, that even though the head structure is actually identical, it's been copied and pasted. The next thing is going to be the eyes. The male eyes are generally a little bit smaller than the female eyes, and again, they just read that way. It's a way to communicate masculinity or femininity when we're working in stylized images. And the more feminine eyes tend to be a bit larger. And for the nose, it's going to be the opposite. A female or a more feminine nose is the smaller, kind of more delicate. And then if you want a nose to read more masculine, you're going to make it larger. So the eyes and the nose kind of are opposite of each other. So these are just some really quick, basic generalizations that really help to read as more female or more feminine, or male or more masculine, and you can interchange these depending on your character that you're trying to design.